Hi guys! Welcome to the briefing for this first stage. Today is a tiring route, where the closing kilometers should suit the punchers. The team members of the favorites will probably manage the time gaps in order to fight for victory on the final climb. It will be difficult for us to influence the outcome. Good race to you all!
Hello everyone! The stage that is served up today reminds us of the great classics of cycling. The reason is that the finish is atop the renowned Mur de Huy, traditional decider of the Flèche Wallonne, with its sections at close to 20%. Certainly one of the toughest kilometers in cycling ever. The riders will almost cross Belgium from north to south on this stage. There are few difficulties, but at the end there is plenty to chew on, with a sequence of the Côte de Ref, the Mur Saint-Léonard and the Mur de Huy in less than 20 kilometers.
The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down.
Time gap stabilized. The gap is decreasing. The peloton has not given up.
Guys, don't forget to protect our leader. Communication is important. That's why we have TeamCom. Okay, I'm coming to protect you.
The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them.
Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint. Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration. Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. There's not much going on. Isn't there someone who wants to liven up the race with an attack?
The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them. The stage's first climb is in sight for those at the front. A second category ascension where the first rider will score 1 point towards the mountain standings.
The breakaway is unlikely to go all the way, guys. Watch out for counter moves. He asked his guys to maintain the tempo. Watch him. He must feel able to win the stage.
Another 20 kilometers for the lead riders. They're going to have to join forces to try to hold off the return of the peloton. But their chances of fighting it out for the stage victory seem very slim.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
He's trying to get out of the peloton. Watch out. Watch out, he's going on the attack. Counter-attack at the front of the peloton. The riders will be able to take a short breather on the way down. However, they will have to stay well placed if they hope to win at the top of the Mur de Huy with its sections at nearly 20%. He's moving on to the attack. Another 500 meters and the riders will turn right and begin the ascent of the Mur de Huy.
His team is riding for the overall standings. The front of the race will struggle to widen the gap.
And they're off. The punchers will now be able to sort it out between themselves. Last time check with the breakaway, 1 minute.
The breakaway is under the red pennant. To stand any chance of victory, it must tackle the short climb correctly. Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack. Great, guys! I wasn't expecting anything from this stage, and you bring home a podium place? Well done to you all! Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. Today's route is hilly and a leg breaker. Perfect for attacking, which should suit the punchers. We're not amongst the favourites for the stage, but there are ways to surprise the favourites and pull off a good result by attacking from far out. Good race team!
Hello, everyone. Those thinking of victory in Sheffield, a city with a rich engineering heritage, will certainly need legs of steel. The furnaces will want to be well stoked when Holm Moss is reached, and the climbing continues almost all the way to the line. 3,400 metres of vertical gain, concentrated for the most part in the final 30 kilometres. A true English-style Liège-Bastogne-Liège. He's attacking. He's surely interested in the intermediate sprint because he's well placed in the standings. 1.5 minutes for the breakaway. It might just work. He's attempting to get out of the peloton. Rafał Majka is a pure climber. His 3 stage victories and 2 polka dot jerseys gained on the Tour de France make him a rider to be watched as soon as the road starts to rise.
He's asked his teammates to manage the time gap. He no doubt wants to take the win in the sprint. You were first over the top of the climb. That's good.
He's a very good climber, but he prefers to ride at a steady pace. Acceleration is not really his forte, just like his skills going downhill, which are pretty poor. A good ruler with not too bad a punch. He should still try to get away before the finish because he's not so fast in a sprint. He could be labelled as a puncher, but he's also good in the mountains. However, his top speed can be described as lethargic.
In the leading group, he's the best placed on the points classification. You'll have to up the pace. His team is moving into the driving seat behind.
Only 5 kilometers before the next summit for those at the head of the race. There will be 2 points and 1 point for the first 2 to the top.
You seem to be the best puncher in the group. You should be able to move to the front. You'll have to up the pace. His team is moving into the driving seat behind. You were first over the top of the climb. That's good. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. I'm going to take a nap. Wake me if something happens. You still have 2 kilometers before you reach the summit. just taken the top spot of the climber standings. That's good. Keep it up. You were first over the top of the climb. That's good. He too seems interested in the stage win. His teammates are also riding hard. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
No let up. The intermediate sprint is looming for those at the front. Are there any sprinters left to take the points?
You're approaching the intermediate sprint. Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint. New leader for the green jersey. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton. You still have 2 kilometers before you reach the summit. You seem to be the best puncher in the group. You should be able to move to the front. Okay, we'll consume a feed.
Keep going! Go!
Yes, there!
Keep pushing! Keep it up!
We're professional leaders. Come on, keep at it.
Come on!
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
The feed zone is nearing for the men at the front. The lead riders are entering the final 50 kilometers. Everything will be played out there, and it's the freshest amongst them who will gain the upper hand.
The breakaway is unlikely to go all the way, guys. Watch out for counter moves.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton.
Okay, if the pace is too fast, we won't insist.
30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
He's been dropped. The stage is too much for him. The peloton is 2 kilometers from the top of the climb.
The last climb is in sight. Will someone manage to land a killer blow?
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
It's almost completely flat right to the finish, with one exception. A steep climb with a maximum slope of 13% before entering the final stretch.
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
10 kilometers. This will finish in a mass sprint. It's an opportunity to take points for the green jersey.
Hop, 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 come on!
10 kilometers from the finish, guys. Stay well positioned to avoid fall.
Okay, I'll follow any attack. Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
Here's the steep path. If the rider manages to make it to the top on his own, he should win. Afterwards, it's downhill to the finish. He's moving onto the attack. He's trying to get out of the peloton. Watch out.
Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy for an attack. He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings. We're professional leaders. Come on, keep at it. His team is after you because he's surely aiming for the stage win. Go do your utmost.
He succeeded in avoiding all the pitfalls to win today. Here is today's stage winner, Petter Sagan. We can say that he will climb onto the podium to receive his jersey, and he tops the standings and will receive the traditional honors. Here's the polka dot jersey of this stage. Rafa!
Huge congratulations for this win, guys. Our chances of victory were virtually nil. This is an out. It's the final stage, guys. Today, it's a stage with cobbled sectors. It could get edgy. Positioning on the approach to the sectors is of vital importance. Cobblestones will make the race unpredictable. Try to defend the yellow jersey as best you can.
Hello, everyone. On this northern stage, a little over 15 kilometres of cobblestones were spread over 9 different sectors. These include those of Mont-en-Pévèle or LM to Wallers. Paris-Roubaix specialists know them well. However, past experience has shown us that race strategies differ greatly from spring to July. There's plenty of movement. New attack. Whether on mountain stages or on hills, he's to be taken seriously as he climbs well.
He has provisionally taken the yellow jersey from us. It's nothing dramatic. The stage is long.
He's an excellent puncher who also knows how to climb in the mountains. On the other hand, it's better for him that he finishes alone because his capabilities as a sprinter really are limited.
At the front, he's the best placed for the green jersey. He's the fastest sprinter in the leading group.
The breakaway is losing ground. Before getting down to the nitty-gritty, the riders will vie with each other for the intermediate sprint of the day during their passage through Roubaix.
He is the winner of the intermediate sprint. He's the fastest sprinter in the leading group.
The first sector to be crossed stretches from Gruson to the Carrefour de l'Arbre, meaning 1,100 metres of cobblestones. Positioning is key because the sector is very narrow. For those aiming at stage victory, there are 8 cobbled sectors left. For those with their eye on the overall standings, there are, above all, 8 sectors to be crossed without incident to avoid losing everything today.
The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win. The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end. Okay, we'll relay hard. He's the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway.
The next 2 sectors are only separated by 1 kilometre. It's a sequence that should hurt.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Looks like the breakaway still has some gas left. It's still able to widen the gap.
Okay, we'll relay flat out. Change of leader in the overall youth standings.
30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings. Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Come on, only 2 sectors left. The breakaway is holding off the peloton, but it's going to be difficult.
Your opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton. A teammate is down, but it's too close to the finish for help. Okay, I'll consume a feed. It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us.
One sector left. 1,600 meters. LM to Wallers.
We are the virtual leaders of the white jersey standings. Good. Keep it up.
vite, plus vite. On y croit, allez.
The race leaders are coming up to the last sector. There will only be 4.5 kilometers left when they exit.
On te suit. Allez, courage, on continue. Allez, on y va. Plus vite. Allez, plus vite, plus vite. Allez, vas-y.
We should witness a solo victory.
It's looking good. I think you can start to savor your victory. Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
He succeeded in avoiding all the pitfalls to win today. Here is today's stage. He's amongst the leading riders this year. Here's the yellow jersey of this stage. He's amongst the leading riders this year. Here's the green jersey of this stage. He's amongst the leading riders this year. Here's the polka dot jersey of this stage. Rafał Majka!
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. I hoped that we'd play a leading role. Hi guys, welcome to the briefing for this first stage. Today, there's a long time trial on the program. Unsurprisingly, victory should go to a specialist of the discipline. We're amongst the favorites, and we're here to win and put on the first yellow jersey. Come on, we must set the best time.
We have the last rider at the start of this individual time trial. He'll do his utmost to produce the best time. Come on, let's give him a hand.
It is a route built for pure rouleurs, with long false flats where power does the talking. Try to find the right tempo. Keep it up. You're coming to a more difficult portion. It goes up in 2 steps, so don't hit red straight away.
Allez, on lâche rien. Allez, plus vite, plus vite. Allez, allez, allez.
Come on, step on the pedal to pick up speed. Go! Go! It's more or less flat out all the way to the finish. Go full out! Go! Go! The intermediate time check is in 1 kilometer. Go! Go!
On y va. On est avec toi. Bravo! Bravo! Oui.
Go! 5 kilometers! It's downhill! Give it your all! Full out! Go!
Bravo! Bravo!
Go on! Only 3 kilometers left! Go! Go! Come on, there's a little bump. Ride out of the saddle to avoid losing speed. Come on! Only 1 kilometer left!
Bravo!
It's almost over. Grit those teeth!
This stage is his. He was the strongest. Here is today's stage winner! He is in sparkling form and you can clap him loudly. Here's the yellow jersey of this stage. He is in sparkling form and you can clap him loudly. Here's the white jersey of this stage.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. We were the pre-race favourites, and you lived up to the role with brio. Well done for this win. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and it harbours no particular difficulties. A sprint finish is more than likely. As we've got the yellow jersey, we'll have to shoulder our responsibilities and set the pace in the peloton. Teams interested in the stage win will have to give us a hand towards the end. We don't have what it takes to be in the final sprint. If we want to make a showing, we'll have to be in the early breakaway. Have a good stage.
Hello everyone. This is a high-tension stage that is set before the riders. If breakaway candidates pay dearly for their place at the front, the main actors of the overall standings should also not go untouched by the stress of the narrow roads that they will follow. Things are livening up at the head of the peloton.
He has provisionally taken the yellow jersey from us. It's nothing dramatic. The stage is long.
The time gap between the peloton and the breakaway is decreasing. He's a teammate without ambitions for the overall standings. The race leaders will soon attack their first climb of the day, the Côte d'Arbois, classified as third category.
Don't let the counter-attack catch up. The peloton won't let such a large group get away.
Allez, on attaque, allez, on se bouge. Courage, on continue. Allez, allez, allez. Courage, on continue.
Okay, I'll protect him.
Allez, vas-y, vas-y, Greg.
You're 2 kilometers from the top. You're 1 minute 30 ahead of the peloton. It's looking good. You were first over the top of the climb. That's good. He's asked his teammates to manage the time gap. He no doubt wants to take the win in the sprint. He's the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway. You're the best sprinter in the breakaway. You should manage to win the intermediate sprint. Your breakaway companions look like they want to up the pace. You've won the intermediate sprint. Well done. You'll have to up the pace. His team is moving into the driving seat behind. His teammates are managing the time gap to allow you no more of a lead, probably with their eye on the overall standings. You'll have to up the pace. His team is moving into the driving seat behind. You seem to be the best puncher in the group. You should be able to move to the front. You were first over the top of the climb. That's good. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. Essentially, you're the fastest of the group in a sprint. Puncture! Puncture! No, just kidding. It was to wake up the mechanic.
The front of the race is entering the last 50 kilometers. The sequence of climbs will be decisive, but riders will have to stay clear-headed on the final descent into Oyonnax.
His teammates are leading the chase at the head of the peloton. His intentions seem clear. Win in a sprint.
Courage, on continue.
Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
Allez, on attaque, allez, on se bouge. Vite. Allez, on attaque, allez. Allez, vas-y, continue, continue. Plus vite. Bravo. Encore.
You're 2 kilometers from the top. He's virtually taken the white jersey from us. We've taken control of the provisional overall standings with a new rider.
pace is too fast, I won't insist.
Allez, on lâche rien.
He's in trouble. It's not sure that he'll be there for the sprint.
Allez, vas-y, continue, continue.
We've got enough of a points lead for the polka dot jersey. There's no way we can lose it today. Keep it up.
The descent on which the riders are about to embark will afford them little chance of recovery. It's not particularly steep, so they'll have to keep pedaling.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
Allez, on y va. Allez. Allez, fonce. Allez, vas-y, fonce. Allez.
The small climb that looms ahead is far from awe-inspiring, but sometimes it is on this type of terrain that one can surprise opponents.
Plus vite.
Watch out. You're not going to be able to keep up this pace for very long. You risk a blow-up. You've got a ride, guys. He's dangerous for the overall standings.
The descent before the final climb is short, but there are some tight bends which won't allow riders to relax.
Vas-y, fonce.
The peloton is 1 minute 30 behind you.
Allez, fonce. Vas-y. Allez, allez, allez. Plus vite. Courage. Allez, on attaque, allez, on se bouge.
Allez, plus vite.
Plus vite!
Allez.
Plus vite! Plus vite! Continue comme ça! Plus vite!
You're 2 kilometers from the top.
Allez, on attaque, allez, on bouge. Allez.
Bravo!
Vas-y, vas-y, vas-y.
Courage! Continue!
Allez, allez.
Allez, on donne tout! Allez, on tient!
He's virtually taken the white jersey from us.
Plus vite! Plus vite!
There's movement at the head of the peloton.
You've got to ride, guys. He's dangerous for the overall standings. You were first over the top of the climb. That's good. Go. Another 10 kilometers. It won't be easy, but give it a try.
Watch out, he's trying to get away on a counter-attack.
Collective fall. It may create gaps.
Watch out, he's trying to get away on a counter-attack.
It's good. It should be doable. Another 5 kilometers. Change of leader in the overall youth standings.
There's movement at the head of the peloton.
His teammates have a handle on things for the overall standings. It will be difficult to increase the gap. Last kilometer. It's good. You can start to enjoy. If you continue at this rate, you'll explode.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome him warmly. Here is today's stage winner! He found a way to master his rival. He's amongst the leading riders this year. Here's the yellow jersey of this stage. It is a moment that he's amongst the leading riders this year. Here's the green jersey of this stage. It is a moment that he soon... He's amongst the leading riders this year. Here's the polka dot jersey of this stage. It is a moment...
Huge congratulations for this win, guys. Our chances of victory were virtually nil. This is an outstanding performance. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. Today is a tiring route, where the closing kilometers should suit the punchers. Considering that we're top of the general classification, we'll have to set the pace at the front of the peloton. Keep something in reserve in order to answer attacks, because we don't have a huge lead. We're amongst the outsiders for the stage win, and it will be difficult to surprise the favorites. But we should be able to finish in the top 5. Good race, guys. Go, go!
Hello everyone. The stage on today's menu is not very difficult. Unfortunately for the sprinters, the uphill finish should seriously reduce their chances of raising their arms.
The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down. The breakaway riders are increasing the gap. They are not dangerous for the overall standings. We can let them go. He doesn't seem to want to let you have more of a lead, and his teammates are pushing hard. It's going to be a game of cat and mouse.
His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out. He's after the points classification. Good puncher, the Breton Cyril Gauthier is a rider with an attacking temperament.
You're the most dangerous in the breakaway for the yellow jersey. He doesn't seem to want to let you have more of a lead, and his teammates are pushing hard. It's going to be a game of cat and mouse.
The riders commenced the major challenges of the day, the Col de Trèzevant and the Col de la Croix de Mouny. These two passes seemed too far from the finish for a decisive attack to be attempted.
You still have 2 kilometers before you reach the summit. out for him. He's the best puncher in the breakaway. Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy for an attack.
Vas-y, guys.
Venga, vamos.
Here's the positions over the last climb. You must constantly try to shelter from the wind so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race.
The first rider to the top of the climb will pocket 5 points towards the mountain standings.
Allez, les gars. Allez, on y va. Allez, vas-y.
You still have 2 kilometers before reaching the climb.
Bravo. Allez. Oui. Vas-y. Oui, on est avec toi. Oui, allez, vas-y. C'est pour toi, mec. Allez, fonce. Allez, on y va. Courage, on continue. On te suit. Ouais, vas-y.
Comme ça.
C'est pour toi, Greg. Allez, fonce.
Vite.
Allez.
Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings.
At the front of the race, it's time to pick up something to eat. The front of the race is 10 kilometers from the intermediate sprint.
You're approaching the intermediate sprint. That's good enough, lads. There's no way we can lose the green jersey today. It's good. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. He's got his teammates riding full out. You're going to have to up the pace at the front. He's been dropped. The stage is too much for him. peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. Watch out for him for the overall. You've got to chase him down.
Bravo les gars.
Watch out for him. He's the best puncher in the breakaway.
Allez les gars, courage.
Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standing.
Vas-y Gauthier. Bravo.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Allez, courage les gars, continuez comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage.
The breakaway is unlikely to go all the way, guys. Watch out for counter moves.
Last time checked with the breakaway. 1 minute.
Courage les gars, allez plus vite.
Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy for an attack. Just 10 more kilometers. It's definitely on. Keep an eye on the opposition and try to save something for the final climb.
Bravo les gars.
Allez les gars, continuez.
The last 3 kilometers before the finish are uphill. Victory will require having something left in the tank.
Lâche rien. Fonce, allez.
The peloton is 1 minute 30 behind you.
He's trying to get out of the peloton. Watch out.
You almost look out of strength. Look after yourself if you want to avoid a blow-up.
Ladies and gentlemen, applaud him loudly. Here is today's stage winner. He's amongst the leading riders this year. Here's the yellow jersey of this stage. Let's hope he will climb onto the podium to receive his jersey and a kiss from... He tops the standings and will...
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. I hope that we play a... Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. It'll be a very demanding day for everyone. Several mountain passes and a summit finish await you. This is a key stage for the general classification. We've got to defend the yellow jersey. It's not going to be easy. We don't have much of a lead. However, we can join the fight for the stage win. Have a good day, guys.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A grandiose mountain stage lies before us today. With the Col du Porte d'Aspet, the Col de la Cour, the Porte de l'Es, and the dreaded final climb to the Plateau de Bay, we're bound to have a great show. The mountains don't scare him. He's already trying to escape.
His teammates are riding hard. He must find the situation dangerous, with so many riders who've broken away.
The breakaway can't widen the gap.
Watch out! We will soon have no more energy to attack. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
Vas-y, vas-y, fonce. Vite.
The Porte d'Aspet will earn a maximum of 5 points towards the polka dot jersey.
The counter-attacking group can't be allowed to merge. Otherwise, there'll be too many of you and the peloton will continue to ride hard. Okay, I'll protect him. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
Que ya lo tenemos.
Keep an eye on him. He's the best climber in the breakaway. A teammate is beginning to lose touch. Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall. Well done! You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points.
He's one of the best punchers, but he's also very comfortable in the mountains. He's a pure climber, able to follow the very best when he's in shape. He does well on short climbs, but he can't really rely on his sprint qualities to hope for a win. Whether on mountain stages or on hills, he's to be taken seriously as he climbs well. Former world champion and stage winner in the Tour de France, Alberto Rui Costa is a fearsome and experienced puncher. The Col de la Cour is getting close for the men at the front. It's a 14-kilometre climb with an average of 5.7%.
Change of leader in the overall youth standings. You're the biggest threat to the yellow jersey at the front of the race.
The first 6 to the top will score points for the polka dot jersey. The first one will pocket 10 points.
You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents. Well done! You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points. His teammates are managing the time gap to allow you no more of a lead, probably with their eye on the overall standings. You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. His teammates are managing the time gap to allow you no more of a lead, probably with their eye on the overall standings.
A few more kilometres before contesting the intermediate sprint. It will be surprising if the sprinters are still able to score points after the passes that have just been climbed.
You're coming up to the intermediate sprint. Keep your eyes open. You've won the intermediate sprint. Well done.
Understood. I'll take it easy whatever happens.
The breakaway threatens the overall standings. He's decided to get his guys to put their foot down. There's a big gap to the breakaway. It's good to have placed a guy up front. Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
Okay, I'll protect him.
Our leader is being dropped. This can't happen. We must help him at all costs. A teammate is beginning to lose touch. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. Change of leader in the overall youth standings. The guys with you are upping the tempo. They're going to try to manage the time gap.
The Port de l'Est is a first category climb. As a result, there will be points for the first 6 to the top.
Okay, I'll consume a speed.
Eso es. Rápido, venga. Allez, plus vite, plus vite. Venga, campeón.
You're 2 kilometers from the summit. Go on, another push.
Allez, 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 allez. Allez, vas-y, continue.
Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall.
Allez, courage, on continue.
Well done! You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points. We are the virtual leaders of the white jersey standings. Good. Keep it up. Okay, I'll consume the speed.
The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end.
His team is riding for the overall standings. The front of the race will struggle to widen the gap. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton. His teammates have a handle on things for the overall standings. It will be difficult to increase the gap. Collective fall. It may create gaps. His teammates have a handle on things for the overall standings. It will be difficult to increase the gap.
The front runners are at the foot of the final climb. 15.8 kilometers at an average of 7.9%.
Okay, I'll consume a speed.
He's got his teammates riding because in front there's a rider who's dangerous to him in the overall standings.
Continuez comme ça, allez. Venga, chicos, allez, courage.
Allez, 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 les gars, courage.
Bravo, courage.
Les voilà.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
On est avec toi, TJ.
C'est bien, allez.
On est avec toi, TJ. Vas-y, fonce, TJ.
Allez, les gars.
Un poco más, venga.
Today's victor, in addition to the stage win, will pick up 25 points in the polka dot jersey standings, as the finish is classified all category.
Oui, c'est parfait, ça, Dan. Allez, here we go. Bravo, les gars, c'est bien. Allez, les gars, courage.
Lâchez rien, allez.
You seem to be running on empty. Lift your foot if you don't want to blow up.
The lead rider has 1 minute 30 on the favourites.
Mettiti pedale.
Dai, dai, forza.
Ahí está. Vamos, vamos. Bravo, vas-y.
The gap is 1 minute between the favourites and the guy in the front.
Only 5 kilometers left for the race leaders.
Plus vite, plus vite.
The gap between the favourites group and the front is 30 seconds.
I'll relay. I'll make a big effort on the relay.
Allez les gars, on y va.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez, allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
At 3 kilometres from the finish, one man is alone at the head of the race, but he will have to dig deep to retain his short advantage all the way to the line.
Try to manage things so that you don't blow up before the line.
Allez, allez les gars, courage.
Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars, courage.
I'll relay.
Allez les gars, continuez comme ça.
It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us.
Only 2 kilometres left for the lead riders. No one has yet gained an advantage over his rivals. This should come down to a sprint.
Lâchez rien, allez.
It is the red pennant. 1 more kilometer of effort.
A few minutes ago, he was the first across the finishing line. Here is today's stage winner! He found a way to master his rivals in order to raise his arms in victory. Congratulations to him for this high-flying performance. He tops the standings and will receive the traditional honors. Here's the yellow jersey of this stage. Let's hope for his sake that things go as well in the future, but for now, he can relish the moment. He will climb onto the podium to receive his jersey and a kiss from the hostesses. Here's the green jersey of this stage. It is a moment that he soon won't forget and which marks his career. Come on, let's applaud him once more.
Ist ein echtes Schnuckelchen!
He will climb onto the podium to receive his jersey and a kiss from the hostesses. Here's the polka dot jersey of this stage.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. We were the pre-race favourites, and you lived up to the role with brio. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. It's a day in the mountains. The finish isn't decided at the top of the climb, but the route is challenging, and it's an important day for the general classification. I hope you're in good condition, because we've got to defend the yellow jersey. We should be able to hang on to it without too much trouble. If we control the race well, we can even think about a podium for the stage. Have a good day, guys. Go! Go!
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. With the Petit Ballon and Platze Vasel coming one after the other, the stage seems destined to go to a climber. However, some riders who let go on these climbs could well claw their way back before the finish and shake things up for the stage win.
That's good enough, lads. There's no way we can lose the green jersey today. It's good.
Climber puncher, the Breton Warren Barguil is a big hope of French cycling. His attacking temperament has already allowed him to win 2 stages on the Tour of Spain. Tony Martin is one of the best rouleurs in the world. He has notably been world time trial champion on 4 occasions. His powerful style has earned him the nickname of Panzer.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. Here's the positions over the last climb. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. His teammates have positioned themselves at the head of the peloton. They will no doubt manage the gap so as to finish in a sprint. His teammates are accelerating. They're no doubt readying the intermediate sprint. There's a big time gap with the breakaway, but it's not our concern. We are interested in the overall standings, not the stage. Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings.
His teammates have positioned themselves at the head of the peloton. They will no doubt manage the gap so as to finish in a sprint. The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. The tempo is increasing at the head of the race. The breakaway riders will try and manage the time gap. Okay, I'll wait for him.
There will be 10 points for the first rider to the top of the pass.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. Here's the positions over the last climb.
The feed zone is nearing for the men at the front.
The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end. The leading riders are beginning the Col d'Alderain climb. 7 kilometers at 6%.
I don't know if it's a bluff, but the breakaway looks to be increasing the pace at the front of the race.
Okay, if the pace is too fast, I won't insist. I'll go full out on the relay.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
Another 10 kilometers before the line. The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group.
An attack! We've got to react! He's dangerous! Attack! We've got to react straight away! The chase is ours!
There's an attack at the head of the peloton.
Allez, allez, on continue.
Go, guys! You've got to keep up the rhythm to defend the yellow jersey.
He is in sparkling form and you can clap. He's amongst the lead. He will climb.
It really is a stage to forget. We had the means to be amongst the front runners, and we... Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. Today is a tiring route, where the closing kilometers should suit the punchers. Given that we're heading the general classification, we'll have to set the pace at the front of the peloton. For me...
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The arrival in Mans should offer us a great show. A 3-kilometre ramp at over 10%. There's no doubt that only the most explosive riders can play a leading role. Counter-attack already. He does well on short climbs, but he can't really rely on his sprint qualities to hope for a win.
This stage must be a part of his objectives, because his teammates are already managing the time gap. Change of leader in the overall youth standings.
His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out. Watch out for him. He's a real puncher who can come out on top on any finish with a short climb, but he can also rely on a good turn of speed if there's a group finish. He's after the points classification.
His teammates are already supplying the pace to finish in a sprint. The breakaway is forewarned. You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. Won the intermediate sprint. Well done. You increase your lead for the green jersey. Well done. You've bagged the maximum points available. It will strengthen your hold on the green jersey. In the leading group, he's the best placed on the points classification.
The race will soon enter its decisive phase with the ascent of the Côte de Sauveterre, an 8.5-kilometre climb classified as second category. There will be 5, 3, 2 and 1 points to be won for the polka dot jersey at the top of the Côte de Sauveterre.
The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton. riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end. The gap is growing. Don't worry. They're not well placed in the overall standings. He asks his guys to maintain the tempo. Watch him. He must feel able to win the stage. Change of leader in the overall youth standings. The breakaway will, no doubt, go all the way, lads. But watch out for attacks in the closing kilometers. King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group. Our sprinter isn't looking good. He's being left behind. I'll go full out on the relay. Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration. Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack. I'll go full out on the relay.
3 kilometers and it's still undecided. If no one can get away in the next kilometer, it will be played on a sprint. It's all flat now for the man in the front.
Allez, allez.
He's accelerating behind. Watch out!
He will climb onto the podium to receive his jersey and a kiss from the hostesses. Here's the yellow jersey of this stage. He's amongst the leading riders this year. He's amongst the leading riders this year. Here's the polka dot jersey of this stage. Let's hope.
Today's result is most unsatisfactory. If things had gone our way, I reckon that we could have got into the top 5. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. It'll be a very demanding day for everyone. Several mountain passes and a summit finish await you. This is a key stage for the general classification. I hope you're in good condition, because we've got to defend the yellow jersey. Even if defending it remains the priority, we can also consider the stage win if the Barre...
Fellow cycling fans everywhere, with summit climbs spread across the stage, there's no doubt that only a talented climber will come out on top today. He's one of the best punchers, but he's also very comfortable in the mountains. Robert Gesink is a very good puncher who's relatively at ease in the mountains. Used to top 10 placings in the Ardennes Classics and the Tour of Spain, he lacks a prestigious victory to enter the elite puncher category.
First riders have reached the intermediate sprint. Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint.
The front runners are at the foot of the Col de Tamier, the first difficulty of the day.
Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy to attack. He's not going to let you go. You've already got a teammate in front. You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents.
Bravo les gars. Wouhou.
Keep an eye on him. He's the best climber in the breakaway.
There will be 10 mountain jersey points for the rider who's first over the top for the next climb.
You should perhaps be waiting for the group behind. It will be easier if there are several of you. Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings.
Attack at the head of the peloton.
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. There's not a lot going on. If this was a video game, I'd advance the clock to the last difficulty. Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings.
The first 6 riders at the top will pocket the points towards the polka dot jersey. There will be 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 and 1 point to be gained.
He has taken the overall lead. Watch out, guys! They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
And it's off for the climb of the Crafree. Classified as first category, there will be a maximum of 10 extra points to be gained for the climber standings.
He's the best placed in the overall standings amongst those at the head of the race. A teammate is beginning to lose touch. You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents.
After the summit, the riders will tackle a short descent which leads straight onto the Col des Aravis.
He launched the mountain sprint. Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
The Col des Aravis is classified as Category 3. There will therefore be 2 and 1 point available for the first 2 riders over the top.
courage.
Bravo! Allez les gars, courage! Continuez comme ça! Lâchez!
Bravo les gars.
Allez les gars! Vai, duro! Allez les gars! Plus vite! Forza!
Continuez comme ça.
Continue comme ça! Bravo!
The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton. His team is setting the pace behind. He's no doubt got his eye on this stage. You'll have to speed up in front. He's the best placed in the overall standings amongst those at the head of the race. He's still got something in the tank. He's putting his foot down in the relays. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. I don't know if it's a bluff, but the breakaway looks to be increasing the pace at the front of the race. Okay, we'll relay flat out.
Continuez comme ça!
The race leaders are at the base of the Côte des Amarants. The breakaway is now getting down to business. They'll have to hold off the favourites for as long as possible.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer. The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
Allez, continuez comme ça!
Continuez comme ça. Allez.
Allez les gars, on continue!
1.5 minutes lead for the head of the race over the favourites. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey.
Okay, if the pace is too fast, I won't insist.
The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race. The riders up front have a 1 minute lead on the favourites group.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Here's the positions over the last climb.
"30 seconds between the breakaway and the yellow jersey. The lead rider has 30 seconds on the favourites. The breakaway is being reeled in. It will be difficult to withstand the return of the yellow jersey.
Okay, I'll wait for you. I'll go full out on the relay. Okay, I'll consume a feed.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration. I'll go full out on the relay.
It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Only 5 kilometers left. Go, go, again!
The next summit is ranked first category. The first scores 10 points towards the best climber classification.
There's movement behind you. Try to manage things so that you don't blow up before the line.
At less than 3 kilometers from the finish, the man in front looks to be heading towards a prestigious victory. Less than 2 kilometers from the finish.
It is the red pennant. 1 more kilometer of effort. Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you will hit the wall.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome him warmly. Here is today's stage winner! We can say that everything is going well for him at the moment. Here's the yellow jersey of he.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. We were the pre-race favourites, and you lived up to the role with brio. Well done for this win. It's the final stage, guys. It's a day in the mountains. The finish isn't decided at the top of the climb, but the route is challenging, and it's an important day for the general classification.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The stage on offer today should please the climbers. With the Col du Glandon and the Lacet de Montvernier climbs in the last 60 kilometers, everything is set up to enable them to go on the offensive. The riders will be straight into the thick of it with a Col Bayard climb. 6.3 kilometers at an average of 7%.
Understood. I'll take it easy whatever happens.
Allez les gars, continuez comme ça. Allez les gars.
C'est le King.
Allez, allez.
Okay, I'll protect him.
Dai, dai, forza.
You're 2 kilometers from the summit. Go on, another push. Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
Bleib dran. Vas-y, TJ.
It looks like you're going it alone. Good luck.
Dai, dai, forza. Plus vite. On est avec toi, TJ.
You're 1 minute 30 ahead of the peloton. It's looking good.
The intermediate sprint comes early on in the stage. If sprinters are still with the peloton, they could ask their team members to ride in order to score maximum points with the green jersey. The breakaway can't widen the gap. The time gap between the peloton and the escapees is stationary.
He's not going to let you go. You've already got a teammate in front.
Allez, vas-y, fonce. Fonce. Allez.
Okay, I'm coming to protect you. His teammates have already started the pursuit, no doubt aiming for a sprint finish. Here's the positions over the last climb.
The riders will climb 3 third-category climbs in succession. The Côte de la Mure, the Col de Malisol and the Col de la Morte. At the top of each there will be 2 points and 1 point to be won for the polka dot jersey.
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race.
The gap isn't changing much.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. Here's the positions over the last climb.
The gap with the yellow jersey is melting away. The escapees will have difficulties going all the way. The gap isn't changing much.
Yes, there's not a lot going on.
The breakaway begins the ascension of the Grand Dôme, a 21.7-kilometre climb at an average of only 5.1%, but with very irregular slopes, which associate descents with ramps at more than 10%. "30 seconds between the breakaway and the yellow jersey. The riders will be able to relax a little. The road goes downhill for 2 kilometres before starting to rise again.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Come on, a short kilometre downhill before starting the last 3 kilometres of climbing.
Okay, I'll follow any attack.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. You're 2 kilometers from the summit. Go on, another push. You're ahead of the group with the favorites by 30 seconds.
The front runners will soon be going over the top into the drop. The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group. He is one of the best punchers, but he's also very comfortable in the mountains.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. The time gap with the head of the race isn't changing, lads.
The race leaders are beginning their ascension of the Lasset de Montvernier, the last climb of the day. The breakaway is being reeled in. It will be difficult to withstand the return of the yellow jersey. The Lasset de Montvernier, with an average of 8.2%, should decide the day. If a rider goes over the top alone, he should reach the finishing line as winner. The lead rider has 30 seconds on the favourites. 30 seconds between the breakaway and the yellow jersey.
Okay, I'll wait for you. I'll go full out on the relay. You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents. Okay, I'll consume a speed. You seem to be the best climber in the group. You should be able to move to the front.
The riders will have to burn some energy after the summit, as the descent to Saint-Jean-de-Maurienne is not immediate. Acceleration at the front of the peloton. No falling asleep.
Allez les gars, allez, go, go, go. Allez, courage, on continue. Bravo.
Now it's downhill to the finish.
Only 5 kilometers left. Go, go, again!
At less than 3 kilometers from the finish, one man has managed to find himself alone in front. The road ahead is flat. In all logic, he'll win.
meter of effort. The breakaway is 1 kilometer from the finishing line. You seem to be running on empty. Lift your foot if you don't want to blow up.
A few minutes ago, he was the first across the finishing line. Here is today's stage winner! He found a way to master his rivals in order to raise his arms in victory. Congratulations to him for this high-flying performance. He tops the stat. We can say that he's amongst the leading.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you.